Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mining to Hyperion. In this video, I can only use mining money-making methods to unlock a Hyperion. Now, before we get into it, there are some important things we have to go over. First of all, if you want to win this Hyperion, all you have to do is comment your IGN, your username, in the description down below, and be subscribed. Now, every single time that you enter your username into the comments, that is going to be one entry. For example, if you comment 100 times, that gives you 100 times more likely of a chance to win. So yeah, I'm going to be pulling the winner in a month after the video has been posted, which is going to be Christmas. So yeah, if you want to win a Hyperion for Christmas, then comment your IGN and as many times as you want to increase your chance of winning. Now, the second thing I want to go over is this board behind me. It is a donation board with the names of all my top donators of coins in game. And pretty much the reason for this is because I do videos that are related to profiles that are not my main profile. I don't really have the money or the items on my main profile to basically interact with the newer updates, meaning that, you know what I mean? Like, I can't like make a guide video on a new update because I don't have any money on my main profile. So this just helps me out to make videos and that kind of thing for you guys. It's completely optional. If you want to donate and be on the board in every single video, then all you have to do is just message me on either Discord. My Discord will be linked in the description. In game, my username is Modcraft, or bid on my auction /AH Modcraft. There's going to be like a bunch of banana bunches on there. So yeah, that's around about it. Without further ado, let's get into the video. And I hope you guys enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, if I had to ask you what the main source of content on Hypixel Skyblock is, like, what is the update that the admins keep pushing continuously every single time they update the game, I'm sure you would probably say mining, and considering, you know, it's half the name of the game we play, Minecraft, I still haven't got a lot of playtime in it. I mean, my profile on my main profile may have, you know, mining 54, but when you realize it's a 6-year-old profile with 6,000 hours, you got to realize that mining is a part of the game that I have definitely neglected. So in this series, I'm going to be going over how mining works, and I'm going to be learning along with you guys to create a sort of mining guide. Now, obviously, there's going to be some extra differences because I can only mine on this profile, whereas you guys will have full access to the game, but I still hope you guys can use this as a decent mining guide to learn how to progress through mining in the game. Now, do keep in mind that obviously I'm a noob at mining, so you might want to check the comments to make sure there's any corrections or things that I mess up, because that's certainly going to happen. Now, as you can see, I don't have any items, and the only way I can make money is through mining, so if I try and punch the ground here, it's just not going to give me anything, and I'm going to struggle with being able to afford my first pickaxe. So how am I going to make the money? You know what I mean? Like, how? Well, you see, if I go to the hub, the only way that I can get to a mining island is through the gold mine on this here to get, you know, through to the gold mine and then to the deep caverns. So basically, I'm going to have to try and figure out how to get mining level 1 with no money, or try and get some money. And the only method that I can think of is taking advantage of slavery, and by that I mean collecting up my cobblestone minion, because it's probably going to have like 20 cobblestone in it right now, which should be just enough for me to be able to afford a pickaxe and begin the mining progression. Now, I should make it very clear that the only minions I can use are mining minions, so let me collect up this cobblestone and make my way to the hub to begin mining. Now, I'm going to skip through a little bit of this early game mining stuff, and the only reason for that is, I mean, all I do is just unlock the deep caverns. Like, if you guys really want a guide, I can go over it really quickly. You want to buy yourself an iron pickaxe, and then with that iron pickaxe, you just want to mine. Well, I can't afford the iron pickaxe, but you just want to mine. You want to mine the coal here, and then once you hit mining level 1, go to the the gold mine, and then from the gold mine, you just want to get mining with an iron pickaxe, and get mining level 5 so that you can go through to the deep caverns. So yeah, pretty simple. Now, for those of you who are wondering how to do the entirety of the deep caverns, I'm just going to talk about some stuff on the profile and some rules and that kind of thing, and maybe a little bit of a journey map while it plays in the background. So if you do need a guide on how to get to the bottom of the deep caverns, then please use this. But basically, I'm going to need to get... Okay, so first of all, there's a few differences that you would want to do on a main profile. Now, first of all, you're going to need mining level 12. And the easiest way to do that is by mining sand in the desert, which obviously mining sand in the desert is something I'd be allowed to do if the desert didn't require farming level 5. And obviously, I can't do farming. Now, there are a few skills I'm going to allow, like enchanting and carpentry, only because being able to enchant my pickaxe is kind of just like, it's just more annoying if I had to like buy it enchanted or something, so I might as well just allow myself to enchant, and carpentry is just going to make it easier through quick crafting. Those are the only two reasons, but yeah, now I'm just going to keep walking down here, and I guess there's like a few things. Like, I was contemplating allowing any money-making method on a mining island, for example, like Glacite walkers, but then I realized that Glacite walkers can make up to like 10 million coins per hour, so it would kind of ruin the entire point of early game mining progression. So I'm going to be literally only doing things that involve mining with a pickaxe. One exception is occasionally there's going to be like kill Glacite walkers as a commission requirement, and because of what happened with Pacifist to Hyperion, where I basically got soft locked out of doing any progression due to combat being a, massive part of the game, I unfortunately am going to have to kill the Glacite walkers, so I'm going to only allow myself to get any loot, and I'm only going to allow myself to kill Glacite walkers and obtain their loot if it is part of a commission. Same with goblins and like golden goblins and that kind of thing. So yeah, if you guys don't agree with this idea, then I mean, I don't really care. It's my it's my video. I do respect your opinions, but just, leave them in the comments down below. So yeah, if you guys have any advice, I'd really appreciate it, because obviously I'm very new to mining. I'm not a miner. Okay, pause. I'm not a person who mines, so yeah. Now, obviously, as I said, I can't mine sand in the desert, so what I'm going to be doing is mining lapis for 3 hours straight. Yeah, you heard that right. So much fun. I love mining. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a profile that just requires a ton of time, because I know that Heart of the Mountain 7 is going to take me like 50 hours, if not more, especially considering I have like a diamond pickaxe. It's going to be pretty expensive to afford a drill, so yeah. But well, that's a guide. I did get down to the final area, so let's go through to the hub, let's begin enchanting, and let's get ready to start mining lapis for 3 hours straight. This is my full-time job. Okay, so as you can see, we now have enough items, so I can come over to Reese and give it to him. Now, I'm hoping I have enough lapis, considering I have 3 stacks of enchanted lapis, and we can make our way through here. Now, as you can see, I'm only Skyblock level 2, which I think is kind of funny. I probably could have gotten here with like Skyblock level 0, but that wasn't really my main goal. So let me unlock the Heart of the Mountain. I know they have reworked the tree since I previously got Heart of the Mountain 7, so I am going to need advice on what to unlock, but I think a lot of it might just be common sense. So yeah, let me get a little bit of money, because I know I'm going to have to buy myself a mithril pickaxe so that I can mine the titanium, and I guess we might as well just start working on doing some of the commissions, and when something interesting happens, I'll let you know, but for now, it's really just going to be mining. So the idea is basically I mine for 10 hours and I get a 1 minute video clip. So how I'm going to do daily videos, I have no idea, but stick around and enjoy. Okay, so the thing about mining unnicked is first of all, look how slow this is. Like, holy, this is actually torture. I really need a Pico Nimbus when I get... Do you know what the thing is? They nerfed the Pico Nimbus, but they also made it Heart of the Mountain level 4 now. So it's just like so hard to get. Oh my, I really am not going to enjoy this. But yeah, if you guys do see me in a lobby, I don't mind saying hi, and I will chat back unless I'm recording a clip, obviously. So do keep that in mind. I do like having a chat, especially when I'm mining for 20 hours a day. Like, I do need a little bit of a distraction, so say hi. You can come get a screenshot. Just don't be too annoying, please. There's some people who like, you know how it is. They'll like just stand in my way as I mine and stuff. So I'd really appreciate it if you didn't do that. But yeah, if you guys just want to mess around, talk in chat, get a screenshot, I don't know, that kind of thing. I'm always down. I'm always free to do it. I owe everything to you guys. So yeah, but let's get back to the mining. Okay, so after selling a bunch of stuff and leveling up my mining, I can finally afford to get myself some Glacite pieces, which isn't huge because I really need the improvement. They're way cheaper than I thought they'd be. I thought it was going to be like 50,000 per, and I'd only be able to afford 1 piece, but I can probably buy the full setup here, and I can probably... Okay, once I unlock the bazaar, the one good thing about Glacite is that it has a free gemstone slot, so I can put on a mining speed boost, but for now, this Glacite armor is going to have to be my only set, a Glacite armor set and a diamond pickaxe, basically for the entire way until I hit mining level, like Heart of the Mountain 4, because really, I misspelled yes sir, completely ignore that, but yeah, I gotta go to the portal hub. I gotta go. Sorry, like, this is what I mean. Like, I try and say hi, but I am recording clips sometimes. Yep, yeah. Thanks for pointing out that I misspelt it. Really appreciate that. But yeah, this is gonna be my insane setup until I can get closer to something. So yeah, I love mining. This is so much fun. Let's go. I still haven't done my first event, by the way, and I've been mining for like 30 minutes now. Okay, so I'm going to try and fill this video up with like hints and tips and tricks and all that kind of thing. So as you can see in my top left corner, I have a really big monitor, so it probably looks a little bit small for you, but for me it's massive. Pause. But basically, like, there is a mining overlay that comes in not enough updates. Now please don't go downloading a virus. I use Luna Client, which you can get from lunarclient.com, and you can download there, and it shouldn't give you a virus. I make no promises, but I have been using it for a while, so if it had a virus, I'd imagine not. But yeah, so basically that's where you can find a few mods. Obviously it's not going to be the most efficient way to play with mods, but it is a safe way to do it, and it does have a good amount of mods and GUIs and stuff. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you're wondering what is on the top left of my screen, because it tracks the progress of your commissions and all that kind of thing, your pickaxe cooldown. It's just a nice GUI change to avoid you holding tab the entire time, and just to show you some extra things. So yeah, it's pretty neat. If you guys want to use it, I would definitely recommend. Okay, so I finally unlocked Heart of the Mountain 2. I went into the critical hits instead of titanium and sanium. Just a personal preference there. I'm not sure if, titanium is meta, but luckily, I'm not going to say I abuse my YouTube rank, but if I say in chat, hey, can someone spawn some Royal Mines titanium, there does seem to be a bit more of a likelihood that somebody will come and do it. So I do appreciate all the help you guys gave me. But yeah, we have my first Slayer quest, so let me come over here and see if I get anything of value from this, like, 50 kills I'm gonna have here. So let's pray I get something good. We get the combat level. It's kind of sad, like, I did want the profile to be just mining level, but, not really how the game works. There are some interconnected pieces, so yeah, that guy was struggling, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I've also had my first death already. Unfortunately, I only have one death, which makes me sad because I don't think mining would be the hardest thing to have 0 deaths in as well. But I don't know, maybe I'm just going for stupid cosmetic things. And holy Glacite jewel, okay, that's 200,000 coins right there. I mean, considering my net worth is currently like 100k, I just tripled my net worth. Alright, I'll take that for sure. Also, this is reminding me how easy combat is in comparison to mining. Oh, I'm gonna waste so much time. Okay, so I just realized that skin prices are crazy, but also I should probably buy myself a better pet than a rock pet, and luckily enough for me, somebody was selling a mithril golem for not 17 million coins. That is definitely not the one I'm looking at. There should be... Yeah, okay, so it doesn't seem like there's that much of a difference between a mythic and like a common or an uncommon, so I'm just gonna buy this uncommon one for 100,000 coins. And yeah, that should be good enough. I mean, I'll definitely take 150 mining speed against mithril and all those stats. Considering I'm currently still using this diamond pickaxe, I'm definitely going to need it. Now, I do know you can reforge a diamond pickaxe. I just don't care that much for like a big 8 mining speed. So, okay, that's not a goblin raid. And as you guys are going to see in this video, goblin raids are so rare. I don't know if they're actually rare or I was just getting unlucky, but I swear I was sitting with a goblin raid as my commission for like hours at a time, so maybe I just got unlucky, but it was really annoying me. Watch some YouTuber RNG, because there is no way I don't win this. Okay, so we're still on the first day, but I just unlocked 100 commissions. Now, I'm not sure how impressive that is, but personally, I think this was a ton of effort. It took me like 10 hours of playtime so far to get here. Obviously not 10 hours straight of just mining, but yeah, this was a lot of work. As you can see, I'm Skyblock level 11 only from mining, kind of insane. But yeah, I unlocked the bazaar, I sold a bunch of things there. I also found a kind of crazy money making method that can make you like 2 million coins per hour AFK while you mine. I gave a little bit of a hint there in tab, but yeah, I will get to it in a second. It's kind of cool, and it's definitely the thing that's going to carry me in the early game of this profile, so I kind of want to abuse it because I'm very sure that once I finish uploading this video, the method is going to die. But for now, it is completely insane, and I'm going to abuse it to unlock some drills and some things I definitely need. Now, if you guys followed along with the Combat Hyperion profile, you know that I always had a fierce Necron set, which people made fun of me, specifically Toadstar, because I didn't have, as you can see, I have mining 25, which is the thing I matched in day 1 of this profile, but basically I would have fierce because I couldn't afford to put ancient on it because I didn't have mining 30, but yeah, maybe I was overreacting and maybe mining isn't that hard, but I mean, I got the handle anyway, so did it really matter? Alright, so I'm here to expose the AFK 2 mil per hour method, and basically, sometimes it makes even more money. As you can see here, I had some necklaces sell for 1 million coins each, and the reason is, basically, it takes 3 enchanted mithril, which is like 1,000 coins, and if you put it in for like an hour inside of the forge, then you can sell it for, on average, about 300,000 coins per. Now, if you have max perks and a tier 7, like, you can be making maybe even 3 million coins AFK per hour, which, when you think about 75 mil per day, it's not that bad. I mean, I'm really scared the method is kind of going to die out once I make videos on it, but yeah, I mean, right now I'm making some decent money. I'm getting pretty close to the 8.5 million coins I'm going to need for a drill, which will be very nice because sometimes, yeah, let's look at playtime detailed. 14 hours in one day. I'm going crazy. I'm genuinely going crazy. I have a Pico Nimbus now, which is about to break, but at least it has increased my mining speed by a little bit because, I mean, let's be real, mining with that diamond pickaxe was actually making me go crazy, so at least I have a little bit of efficiency now. Even though sometimes the Pico Nimbuses cost 300k, which is a lot of money, but let's just ignore that. Okay, so completely unrelated. What is this? Look how impressive this is. Oh my. They turned the entire wall here into titanium. Chili 5. That's insane. But I wanted to say, if you guys know any early game mining money making methods, I would really appreciate it because I do need money, and while I am still grinding out to try and unlock Heart of the Mountain 7 or 10 before I really go into making money, I would still appreciate being able to increase my gear to at least like Sorrow armor and like maybe like a 326, just so I can, you know, maybe go through the commissions a little bit faster. But yeah, right now I'm kind of chilling. You know, I'm making my 1 million coins per hour, but it definitely could be better. So yeah, let me know. I'd really appreciate it. I do read all the comments, so thank you. Alright, we're back to selling these. I have so many of them. As you can see, sometimes the price does drop a little bit to like 200,000 coins per. It really just depends on how many people are online. So, you know, sometimes you just have to take a little bit of a 30% loss. It's just a thing, especially when my like backpacks and when my ender chest is getting filled. So yeah, I think it's time to sell the items I got from the commissions, and we should be closing in on being able to afford a drill, which is a big upgrade. I mean, I'm really happy about that. I'm kind of excited. I've never actually used a drill before in Skyblock. I know it's weird to say that, but yeah. Also, some more advice. For about 3,000 coins and about 10,000 to apply, you can take your mithril armor set, which do not buy it. I mean, unless you're buying it from my auction, don't buy it off the auction house, remember. You want to just make it yourself. It'll take an hour in the forge. Unless you can spare 1 million coins, like 1 million isn't that much to an endgame player, and it does cause a trickle-down economy. But yeah, basically, you can come over here. I forgot I have to talk to this guy. But yeah, I can just chuck a reforge on there, get about 5%. Like, the mithril powder bonus is good. Like, I would 100% recommend this, and the other stats are decent as well. So yeah, just chuck that reforge on, and you're good to go. Okay, so I was just randomly in the lobby, and I realized I can mine in the Glacite caves when there is a Jerry event, and it could make me a decent bit of money. I mean, I could probably get like an extra couple million coins per hour just mining here. As you can see, the Glacite talisman might be 50k now, but I know when the Jerry event ends, if I sell that, it'll probably go for like 500,000 coins. So yeah, I can just grab that, grab this here. Like, if I get some red gifts or some like, if I get some glacial fragments, that's like 200k per. So I'm definitely making like a decent amount of money per hour here. Unfortunately, the event only has a few minutes left, so I'm not going to be able to grind it out for a ton of money, but it hopefully could get me close to the 8 million coins. As you can see, I'm at 7.5 million. So if I hit 8 million coins, I could afford a drill, and that would make my life so easy. Alright, so I did buy it. It cost me only 8 million coins, which is nice, and, you know, I just enchanted it and that kind of thing. It's kind of basic, really. It does have half the mining speed as well of the, you know, Pico Nimbus, so it's not insanely good. However, the mining speed, you know, it kind of trails off, so it doesn't make that much of a difference, and once I get the 326, it'll be nice. It also gives me the 20% bonus in terms of powder, which is just insane when you consider about like how hard it is to get powder. Like, a 20% bonus is so nice, and it's just like generally like a good thing. Like, you know, I might be losing 200 mining speed, but I won't have to keep buying a Pico Nimbus every time it breaks. And it's just like, you know, I can just kind of AFK mine and chill. And also, it's just cool to go through draw progression because Pico Nimbus, I know they kind of changed it, but it did used to be like insanely like busted. So, you know, maybe actually playing the game can be fun sometimes. Wait, did I learn something? Oh no, I'm becoming an Iron Man player. Oh man. Alright, so really, as you can see here, I mean, if you collect 3 million coins, dude, so this thing it's just insane. Sometimes I'm happy that I live in Australia and like I'm in like a different time zone to Americans because the Americans can't take all my flips, and the price does kind of rise for items like this during off times where there's like not that many players. So yeah, I know it is still about 200k. Sometimes it's 300, sometimes it sells for 1 million because people just don't care about the money when they're buying it, you know what I mean? So if you find it where like somehow all of one piece is sold out, then you can make a big profit. As you can see there, that is imagine I was on the flipping to Hyperion profile. This would actually be a decent flip. Glacite talismans, guys, flip those, good flip. But yeah, I mean, I'm just chilling. Like, obviously, I noticed that the items you get from the events I was kind of excited because when I first played the event on stream when it came out, the like Dwarven oats and stuff for like 1,000,000 coins. Obviously the price has gone down to like 1,000 now, but yeah, I really thought I was gonna be making a little bit more money. Unfortunately not, but hey, I'm making decent money. I'm happy I found the forge method, otherwise I would be completely cooked. But once again, if you know how to make a decent bit of money from mining early game, please let me know, because I'm a very big mining noob. And I'm sure the people in the comments would appreciate it. In the next video, I will be going over early game mining, money making methods, so do subscribe and stick out for that. Okay, so as you can see in my corner, the god pot is running out, and I've decided that it'd be a better option to buy a booster cookie because of my fame rank paying back the booster cookie plus a little bit of profit, which I'll just spend on buying a god potion. But yeah, so I won't have a god potion for like under an hour or so while it fills up. I have no money, and obviously I did have an option to spend that on a few other things, but yeah, let me just go through, and I think I'm very, very close to unlocking the next mining, like the Heart of the Mountain level, which is 5, which is massive because that will give me access to Sorrow Armor. I do have some questions at the end of the video. If you guys are good at mining and you'd like to give me some help, I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, like, the mining is looking pretty fast right now. Even without a god potion, it's still pretty efficient. And obviously, you know, as you can see in the top corner, I'm still making the money from the 4 forges running. I'm sure this method is going to completely die after I make this video, so I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts. I think as the time of doing the voiceover, I have 3 hours left until I post the video, so I'm going to get about 3 million coins before the method dies. I'm not sure. I've done a lot of times where, like, okay, I've done a lot of times where I've done a method, and it kind of just, like, I'm 10 away, are you kidding me? Like, the method just doesn't die, you guys somehow don't kill it, so I'm hoping that's going to happen. But yeah, let me go over and do the titanium stuff. As you can see here, we did it. Heart of the Mountain tier 5. I'm not really sure what I want to go into in terms of how Heart of the Mountain perks. Obviously, I want to do the, you know, Heart of the Mountain, whatever it is, Peak of the Mountain, Core of the Mountain. That's what they renamed it. I might even level that up, honestly. I don't mind getting the bonus level on my pickaxe ability. I wouldn't mind an extra 50% mining speed. And I don't know, it's like 50,000 mithril powder. With all the buffs I have, that's like winning 1 raffle event. And considering the fact that I obviously need a goblin raid, I'm going to get like 1 million raffles. But yeah, I think I'm just going to go across here and unlock Sky Mall. Once again, if you guys know in the comments what the best tree setup is, please let me know. But I am kind of trying to figure this out myself. Like, sometimes it is fun just to kind of do that kind of thing. So yeah, I want to buy those 2. And maybe I'll just buy the daily grind to get myself a little bit more powder, but I don't know. I can't really figure out what I would want, and I don't really need titanium and sanium because I might be a YouTube rank and I might be able just to say in chat, hey, can somebody help me out? And they just kind of do it. So yeah, but I'm going to buy those ones, and yeah, I think we can probably work on some other upgrades as well. Okay, so basically I have very little money. So I'm going to need some ideas for how to make money in the next episode, because that's what, as I said before, that's what I want to cover. And I also need to know, should I be buying a 326 drill, mithril drill, or should I buy Sorrow Armor? Which one should I go for first? And just any other advice you would have for me personally for mining and other people going into it. Maybe some like common things I'm doing wrong or that kind of thing, because this is not an expert guide. I'm trying to become better at it, but really I'm just left clicking blocks. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, on screen right now is going to be 3 different movies. One is Flipping to Hyperion, one is Combat to Hyperion, and one is Iron Man to Hyperion. They're full movies, they're like 2 to 3 hours long, so they're pretty good to sit on in the background while you're playing. And if you watch the entire video, I'd assume you probably like my videos, so go check those out. And without further ado, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mining to Hyperion episode 2. Now in today's video, we're going to be going over some of the best mining money making methods for the early game players. Now I did appreciate all the comments that you guys left on the last video. I read pretty much all of them, and they'd helped me to formulate everything for this video. Now this method is pretty strong. Like, it makes genuinely between like 10 to 15 million coins with a setup that costs like 5 mil. So obviously it can, you know, it can be expanded on very, very easily. But at my current setup, it was making a ton of money. And yeah, I mean, I really appreciate all the comments. Obviously, I'm a noob to mining. So if you guys have any advice or any questions, please leave them down below, and I or somebody else from the community will help answer them. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the goal of today is very, very simple. We are just attempting to make the most money possible from early game mining, and the method that I saw in the comment section, which by the way, I tried to read every single comment, so I do appreciate everybody who gave some advice. It is going to help in this series and this episode a lot, but I think the method I'm going to be using today is sludge mining, and we're going to try and like switch it up a little bit, and just like, you know, it's also good because I can also get powder while I sludge grind, so while I'll be making however much money I end up making in this episode, I can still also be powder grinding at the same time. So obviously that's going to decrease the rates because I'm going to have to take some downtime to do the chests, but it's a good combination because I will need the powder, I will need the money. It's probably the best method I've seen. Like there was like flint and diamonds and some other suggestions which would have been similar money or maybe even more money, but the problem is I just don't get that added bonus. So yeah, let me level up this jungle pickaxe and this mineral armor, and I guess I have to figure out a new heart of the mountain tree and all that kind of thing because I actually hate that. Genuinely, got to be like the most annoying thing. This island's getting too many visits. There's so many things in Skyblock that just have so much downtime. You know what I mean? Like waiting 4 seconds to open a menu every time you swap lobbies, or having to like have a cooldown between swapping lobbies. It just causes like an extra 10 seconds, 20 seconds every time you're trying to do something. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is just chuck a bunch of stuff into mining spread there and see what kind of setup I can get. Hopefully, I probably can't wear full mineral armor right now if I want to be getting the mining speed required to instant mine because I am obviously pretty low on powder. I mean, you just don't get a lot of mithril powder these days. So yeah, I'm gonna probably only have like sorrow boots or something, but we'll see how it goes. Let me run into the area here, buy myself a Crystal Hollows pass, and then just see what my mining speed is, because yeah, 1.2 is not looking very good. I might have to reset my Heart of the Mountain, to be honest, because it's pretty important. So let me jump in the minecart and obviously visit Portal Hub, because man, I miss my travel scrolls as well. Like at least this is better than Iron Man. I can at least use like, the bazaar and the auction house, but man, having everything on your main profile just makes it so nice. I mean, I don't even have an aspect to the end on this profile, so it's just a lot of jumping and walking. So yeah, if I hold this jungle pickaxe out, just out of curiosity, let's see what it's like. Yeah, so definitely not instant mining. Can probably instant mine with my mining speed boost. Yeah, okay. And I mean, we're getting decent rates, to be honest. What's that, like 1 sludge per second or something? It's probably, yeah, probably like 1 sludge a second. And this is definitely with not a max setup at all, so yeah, I mean, just coming through here, and all that is like 2,000 coins per. So if we're getting like 100k a minute, that's not bad right now. I mean, that's like 6 to 7 mil per hour. So yeah, definitely not horrible. There are going to be improvements I'm going to be making in this video, so stick around because we're going to be going up to almost 18 million coins per hour. So yeah, but for now, this is pretty alright, and it can definitely help me fund and work on changing my Heart of the Mountain. So let's go to that. Okay, so here I am, my Heart of the Mountain, of course. Dude, that's such bad powder and stuff, holy. I really thought I had more mithril powder, but I guess it is just terribly slow. So yeah, if we jump in Heart of the Mountain, I think, obviously, go through to probably Quick Forge. I think it is like one of my best forms of money. I'm not actually, we'll go mining speed boost, we'll go mole, obviously. And then, I guess we just max out mining speed. Just because I do need to be able to instant mine. That is going to be the main component. And then we can take all the gemstone powder and put that into mining the hardstone. I'm obviously going to switch this up later as as I get more powder and as I can see and feel out how things go. But for now, this is just the base level structure of the idea I've got. I also think Pick Obelisk will be better, and in the future I am going to change it, but that's only because I don't need the mining speed boost, so I'm instant mining, so I don't really know why I went for it anyway. But yeah, it's only going to cost 100k to reset, and I will fix it up in a second. But for now, we're just going to put this into, the more blocks we can mine is the only thing. Fortune doesn't matter, and none of that stuff matters. So yeah, pretty simple setup. It really doesn't involve that much thinking. And yeah, I mean, the upgrades are also pretty easy, which I will get into in the rest of the video. Okay, so here we are, and we just did mining for about 5 minutes. Let's go to the hub, and let's see how much money we made. Yeah, that was just normal mining. I guess, yeah, let's just go in here. Sell the sludge. Yeah, looking like 600k, like that's like 8 million coins per hour, I'm pretty sure. And I guess I'll just summarize the improvement I make. Basically, now we'll get to it, it's a bit of a journey. So, but yeah, there's definitely, I'm just watching this over, realizing how many mistakes I'm making. But for now, like 8 million coins didn't look too bad. And here's what the idea is, right? I jump on my armadillo pet and I ride it around, but I put all my Heart of the Mountain, like all my mithril XP and all of my gemstone powder, I put both of them into just doing more blocks, just getting more mining spread. And then if I walk around like this, I mean, like, A, it helps because I have a really bad ping, so it really like helps with the mining process a lot more. And B, even though the armadillo could run out of energy, if I jump off the armadillo and do the chests whenever I see them, it basically regenerates or rejuvenates the armadillo's energy faster than I can, like, faster than I can open the chests. So it's pretty easy. Now I do have to be careful of these kind of things, the structures and stuff, and sometimes the armadillo just doesn't like to move, but yeah. If I get like a good rhythm going, it can really make me like, I guess we'll see, but it was making me like 2 stacks per minute. So, I mean, yeah, what do you say about that? That's doubled the money just through this change in idea here. So yeah, and I mean, I've already done a lot of sludge. It's so easy to mine as well. It's kind of fun just to go around absolutely annihilating everything. You don't even have to, it's less attention than mining normally. As you can see here, put all the powder into those two. And I'm just gonna, just gonna go and let's do it for a minute and let's just see how much we get. Okay, so I would like to check out one other method, and that is doing gold mining. So I bought myself some sorrow pieces, and I'm gonna have to reset my heart of the mountain. It's annoying, yeah, I know, but I'm gonna have to do it because obviously this mining spread setup is definitely not the best. Also, this was a really good, I got a really good like sorrow boots, because now I realize that I would have to unlock all these gemstone slots. So yeah, that sounds like a later problem. Not really worth going into that right now, considering I probably won't even be doing the gold mining method. Maybe it turns out to be 20 mil per hour, who knows, but I don't think it's crazy. If we look at the dimensional reforge, it's still really expensive, but yeah. So I think the setup I'm going to go for is trying to maximize the amount of fortune I get. Obviously, the good thing about powder in like gemstone powder is that either I go for a mining spread only or I go for a or fortune only. Like, it's really simple. I don't have to do any math on which one I want to upgrade first. Mithril powder isn't as simple. Mithril powder, I have to figure out, do I want mining spread, mining speed, mining fortune, and honestly, a bit of a noob. I'm not sure which one I should go for first, so take this test with a grain of salt, but it is just like a general test. Like, if it's close and it's tied up, then maybe, I can go, hey, I want powder here, or hey, I could probably, make it more efficient and get more money. But for now, let's just do a general test and see how it goes. Okay, so my drill ran out of fuel after 1 minute, but this is 1 minute of testing, and we got almost like a stack of enchanted gold, which is 22,000 coins for a minute. That does not compare to the like 2 stacks of sludge I was getting from doing the armadillo method. So yeah, definitely not close to the 12 to 18 million coins I was getting. So yeah, now keep in mind the 18 million coins does not involve the fact that you have to recharge the armadillo, but yeah, you can make easily 10 mil without even using an armadillo pet, so you could obviously combine the two together pretty easily. And that's just personal preference, and you also get powder along with it, so I say 18 mil because in my head that's how it works, but it's probably more like 12 mil. So yeah, let me reset this and go back to sludge mining because it's clearly the superior money making method. Okay, so here we are, and it's time to do a nucleus run. I think it'd be funny if I just dropped an alloy, and just ended the series. Now, I would be honest, I don't think I would end the series if I dropped the alloy, and the reason for that is I do like making these videos, and mining is a very big part of the game, so I would like to actually cover it. So I think if I dropped the alloy, I don't know, I'd probably just transfer it to my main profile or something like that. Also, can we talk about how much I love mods in Skyblock? Like, this just makes it so easy to do this, like, holy... But yeah, I mean, if I drop an alloy, which 1 out of 1,000 chance probably won't happen, but yeah. Also, I just realized, why would I get a jade crystal when it's not even the commission? Like, why am I not just doing this in order of commissions? Okay, let me go kill Bal, find where he is. Yo, Bal, is that the Bal guy? Is that the guy who made 1 million videos on how good money that is? Anyway, can you guys tell me why I can't find the jungle temple? Like, I mean, I found it, but it doesn't give me the coordinates when I use my wishing compass, so I'm really confused. This is not the jungle temple, okay. But I just cannot find the jungle temple. It does not tell me where it is. So, yeah, I don't know if my wishing compass is broken or if I'm doing something wrong, but I feel like it should be telling me where the jungle temple is, no? It's also the only crystal I have to go for. That is the wrong place. Okay, whoopsies. Let's come through here, crystal nucleus, and let's surely this time it tells me where the jungle temple is. Come on, don't give me a dollar. I don't care where it. Okay, well, never mind. I can see it anyway. Let's run through here and get the final crystal, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so here we are. Come on, please, come on. Let me set the RNG meter. Let Let me set the 0% RNG meter just to like slightly not increase my rates. I'm not sure. But yeah, come on. Come on. Give me the alloy. Please, please, please. I need it. I don't need it. It's not that deep. Okay, I hate how it spoils it in chat though. Like it just told me I got a jasper crystal, which is cool. I can use that to make a perfect jasper. I'm sure that might be a little bit of profit in the forge, which is clearly one of my main money making methods, just the forge as well. So yeah, that's so bad. 350k is terrible, like insanely bad. Holy. Let's go through here. Let's go. Don't go to the crystal nucleus. Okay. Let's go through to the forge and let's see how much profit I made off that jasper crystal. Because surely like the perfect is a bit of profit. Like surely it's like 5 mil or something. There's my, yeah, I'm trying to get fleeting on my jungle pickaxe because obviously the mining spread is pretty nice and that's my main way of making money is increasing my mining spread. So, okay, I don't have the requirements for it, but when I get them, surely it's a bit of money, right? Let's see, come on. Jasper, 30 mil, how much does it cost to make? 31 mil. How do I make negative profit? How is that a thing? What? Wait, how does this work, huh? I'm confused. Okay. Surely the prices are just scuffed or something. Like, surely, like, the prices are inflated for flawless because there's no way. There's no way it's negative profit for crafting a crystal. That just doesn't really make sense, innit? Okay, so I basically perfected the armadillo riding technique here. Basically what I do is, I'll show you in a second, but I get on the armadillo and I manage to like break 2 blocks at once, which will allow me to get like not 2 times rates, but maybe close to like 1.4, 1.3. Obviously it's a bit difficult to control. I'm going to do a 1-minute test and see how much I get. Do keep in mind that in this test I am going to accidentally like fall a few times, but as you can see here, okay, like I'm not dead. Like if you get the lining up perfect, then you can break 2 blocks at once. So keep in mind, I do mess up a lot here. Which is gonna happen. Like it's just inevitable when you're trying to mine like this. Also keep in mind that this is only counting when the armadillo has energy. You're gonna have to do something else while the armadillo doesn't have energy, which is why I'm not like advertising it as whatever money I make from this 1 minute, because I do know that like, you know, some people want to do it continuously. Obviously I have the opportunity to be able to do other things while I'm mining, or like while I'm doing the armadillo. I can grab treasure chests and all that kind of thing, or I could, I don't know, even edit a video while I wait for it to regenerate. So it does work. I could also just continue mining. Like this, you could just do this and then go back to mining normally and, you know, get like a combined like 15 million coins or whatever per hour. Probably shouldn't have fallen there. Probably gonna ruin my rates, but yeah, let's. Okay, there's like 20 seconds left. Come on, surely we can get like another stack. Come on. Come on. We are running out of armadillo energy though, so it might be a problem. But yeah. Alright, there we go. That is 2.5 stacks. If we go over to the bazaar, that should be around about 350,000 coins for the minute. So that's about 21 mil per hour. Now, obviously, armadillo regeneration, all that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, the armadillo technique does seem to be good. I could be doing something wrong here. Once again, I'm a noob, but from the looks of it, it looks pretty decent. So, I mean, yeah. Now, I think I'm going to show you guys some of the other methods that you can make money from mining early game that people have suggested, because they were good ideas. It just wasn't as good as sludge mining. So we'll go over that really quickly. Okay, so the first method, you have to come over here. I haven't been there yet, and technically I shouldn't have unlocked it, but I guess it's combat, which was involved in my commissions. If you don't know already, it is mining flint. Now, mining flint is fine. I don't think it's that hard. Probably, it's definitely the worst of all of them. That's why I'm going to go over it first. Basically, all you do is mine flint over here. You know, in this area here, you probably want to, you know, use something like a flint shovel. That would be the best item to use here. It just gives you 100% flint every time. It's like, it's not a bad method. It's just you don't get the bonus of powder. It's bingo. Obviously you'd want to go into these two, by the way, efficient miner and mining fortune, but you just don't get like that. I don't know. It's just not as good. It's just genuinely like not great. Even if the lobby is full, and right now it's bingo, so it's never going to be full. But yeah. And then the other method I wanted to talk about was over here. And people in the comments of that video, if you guys want to go check there are some good money making methods that are not sludge mining. I'm not sure why you would go for something else, but let's just say, for example, you want to check something else out. If you come over here, By the way, I should have added that I do have 300 ping. You would be making more money sludge mining if you had better ping than me. Just putting it out there. Also, mining diamonds and mining iron here apparently is pretty good as well. So might as well just, put that out there, let you guys know. I'm talking about money making methods in this video anyway, so I thought I might as well touch on it. Alright guys, well that is it. That is the episode 2. As I said before, like it is kind of hard because I just mine for like 5 hours and basically nothing happens that I can talk about. So I'm going to try and make these episodes as long and as frequent as possible, but unfortunately they can't be as high pack and high content as like the Iron Man to Hyperion, because obviously Iron Man has so much content in it. Once again, if you have any advice and that kind of thing for me, I'd really appreciate it because it helps everybody who's watching the videos out as well. Thank you for all the support on episode 1. And without further ado, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. On the screen right now are 3 movies: Iron Man to Hyperion, Combat to Hyperion, and Flipping to Hyperion. They range from like 2 hours to 7 hours long, so if you think about how much money you could make grinding this money making method while watching those videos, then they're definitely worth watching, and I hope you guys enjoy them. So if you do, leave a like down below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mining to Hyperion. Now, in this series, I can only do mining money-making methods to try and unlock a Hyperion. And in this episode, we make a bunch of progress, making it all the way up to 300 million coins in progress. And the way I did this was actually by powder grinding. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can make up to 30+ million coins per hour from a money-making method that you can do while powder grinding. So it is really, really good because, you need powder to actually unlock the better money-making methods. You also need gear, which requires money, so you can do, 2 birds, 1 stone kind of system. Now, if you're wondering why the screen behind me looks different and has all these words on it, if you kind of look a bit closely, you can see that there is actually people's names on here. Now, if you guys aren't aware, there's a thing in Skyblock called coins, and you low-key need coins to do anything in the game. And as a YouTuber, I spend a lot of time recording videos and that kind of thing, and sometimes video projects can get really, really expensive. So to help fund them, I've created this donation wall where the top donators will be on the wall. If you can bid more than somebody who's currently on the wall, then they will get kicked off and you will go in their place. Now, if you want to do it, I'm going to be leaving some auctions over the next day on /ahmodcraft, but I'm also doing a subathon right now for the Mining to Hype series. So if you guys want to stop by for the next probably 3 days after I've uploaded this video, I'm going to be live anyway, so you can come on and be like, hey Modcraft, I got some money. You can bid on the auction or trade it to me. Either way, I'd really appreciate it, and you get to be on the wall in every single one of my videos. Anyway, without further ado, I am going to be live after this video is posted, so make sure to come check me out. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. Okay guys, so I mean straight into it. We are currently here in the jungle, and we are going to be mining sludge. Oh, Modcraft, no way. Okay, but hear me out. I'm going to be showing you how you can make like 30 mil per hour from mining sludge while, doing the powder grind. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everything in my ender chest, and we're going to just we're going to first of all compare the armadillo method to a normal method. Armadillo is good for high ping and also to not give yourself like arthritis. So yeah, I'm going to mine for 1 minute, and I know a 1 minute test isn't super accurate, but you can trust me, I've done a bunch of tests. I've done a bunch of 5-minute tests on stream. Once again, I will be streaming when this video goes live, and yeah, I mean, it's the same outcome. So yeah, I'm not going to be opening any chests because we're just going to try and see what the maximum efficiency is here. But coming through, mining away, yap. So yeah, by the way, the reason I'm pretty certainly going to be streaming is because I'm doing a subathon where basically, if you become a channel member or give me Skyblock coins or donate money on stream, then I have to stream for a longer amount of time. So if you guys want to stop by, check it out. And I mean, you don't have to donate. I do want to be eventually free of the stream. So if you're not donating is, it will let me, finally rest a lot better. But if you do donate, I'd really appreciate it. Just letting you guys know. So yeah, mining through here, as you can see, this isn't even maximum efficiency. I'm getting I'm running into the wrong area. I'm going into gemstones. I mean, right now I'm lagging, and I lag myself into the goblin hideout, which is even more downtime. But as we come up at the end of the minute, we're looking at what's probably what's that, 2.5 stacks ish. That's about done. 2.5 stacks of sludge juice. Not too bad. If we were to sell it, let's check on the bazaar how much we got, right? We got about 180. Now, ignoring the 20 that's already in our inventory, that's about what, 160-ish. Now, at a price, the time you should sell the sludge juice is when it's around about 2.2 thousand per. So that's when I would recommend you sell it. So yeah, that means that if we take the like 160, well actually, you know what, let me compare it to mining with my pickaxe first. Let's do a comparison of that and see which one is better. So we're going to be mining here, pickaxe. The reason that I can instant mine with the jungle pickaxe and also have like a lot of mithril powder put into better things is by using the fleet reforge, basically fleet enchant. It's an ultimate enchant that goes on pickaxes, and okay, as you can see here, like my wrist is breaking from spinning around in circles. But basically the way the fleet reforge works is that for every block that you've mined within like 10 seconds of like continuous mining, like without breaking, having a 10-second break, you'll gain 3 mining speed at a maximum of 200 blocks. So after 200 blocks, you gain 600 speed, adding on the bonuses that you should already have from your stuff, and maybe putting a little bit of, you know, maybe like a little bit of mining speed of powder into mining speed. You should be able to instant mine pretty easily while also having a very high level of like efficient miner or mole or whatever the perk is that gives mining spread. So yeah. Also, the thing about this method that I really like is just how cheap the set is. Like, I mean, you can pretty much do this like with just a legendary armadillo, a fleet pickaxe, and like mineral. Now, I'm obviously going to be comparing my current setup, and by the way, that's the end of the minute. We got slightly less than with the armadillo method. I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong, but the armadillo thing is just kind of nuts. So yeah. Now we get to do a bunch of maths, and then I'll finish talking about the armor sets like I was. But basically, what we're going to do is we're going to take the 160, right? And we're going to times that by like, how much? We're going to times that by 60 for an hour. That gives us 9,600, right? Now, 9,600 times 2,200, which is how much you should be selling the sludge at, will give you 21 million coins. Now, take that 21 million, right? And we're going to try and figure out how much mining spread we have right now. So first of all, we take our current pickaxe, which is giving us 60. Then we check out our armor set, which is giving us 300 from the bottom 3 pieces and 150 from the helmet. As you can see there. Yep. Coming in here, in the pets, we are gaining 285 from that. Coming into the heart of the mountain, we are getting about 350 from that and about 160 from this one, which gives us around about 1,300 mining spread, which is pretty good, but definitely not as good as it could be. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 21,200,000, which is already still good money, and we're going to divide that up by the 1,300 mining spread to get 16,300, right? So we have 16,300, and what we want to do is we want to times that by the maximum possible mining spread that we could get. So the maximum possible mining spread that we could get is like, I think I have everything on me that we could use possibly. So yeah, if we could recombobulate that, it would give us 70 mining spread instead of 60. If we could have full mineral armor, that would be an extra 600 instead of 400. If we had a level 300 armadillo, that would be 300. Level 100, it would be 300. If we had max mining, if we had max efficient miner, that would be about 300. And if we had max mole, that would be about 450. That gives us 1,700. So if we take the 16,200, divide that by times that by 1,700, that gives us about 28 million coins per hour. Now 28 million coins per hour isn't 30 million coins just yet. If you add on the fact that you could put compact onto your like pickaxe, and then obviously from the ores you get and all the other kind of things you can pick up, like the oil barrels, the hard stone enchanted, then you definitely easily could make yourself up to 30 million coins per hour just while you're like mining powder pretty easily, just, you know, going around mining. So yeah, that is the method I'm using right now to make a bunch of money. As you can see, I'm almost at 300 mil, which does mean I've been mining this for like, 8 hours straight, but 30 million coins per hour is not bad at all. Alright chat, so here's the thing, I could technically just do this all the way to Hyperion. Like I could technically make 30, even maybe more money if I was doing coal routes. Like coal routes is a possible strategy as well, where you just like target coal basically, and like we use waypoints, and you could probably be making a little bit more, like 40 million coins, if not more per hour from doing this method. But I do low-key want to like actually make this a mining guide in terms of it being like, sure the series is, X to Hyperion, but you guys do use this as a guide. I am aware of that, so going into some other things in terms of making money isn't a bad idea. The question is, I need you guys to give me some ideas on what I could mine that is good money, has a low requirement in terms of cost, makes more than 30 mil per hour, hopefully, and just like is something that people want to see. Like what is the do you guys want to see mithril mining, gemstone, coal, like ores? Do you want to see like blocks? Do you want to see gold mining? Do you want to see mycelium mining? I know technically like I would need to do combat to get there, but like I'm be real, I can bend the rules if you guys really want. I just want to know like what do you guys want to see in this series? Because I am completely down to just do like another 20 hours of doing this. Like realistically, it would probably be the easiest thing for me. It requires like no effort. You know, it just like requires no effort. And that's all I want. I mean, I have to stream for another 48 hours anyway because of the subathon. So if I spend 36 hours streaming, then I might as well just get the Hyperion. I might as well just grind it out. I don't really care. So yeah, it's up to you guys what you want to see. But for now, I'll probably keep grinding money here. I do want to like get a full glossy set and see how much money I can really like stretch it to. But after that, the ideas are up to you. Also, does anybody know how to get better mithril powder in this game? Like, holy. I know I'm not Heart of the Mountain 7 yet because I'm really lazy. But like, doing an event and only getting like 16k XP like twice an hour is not enough. Is not enough like powder. Like, holy. I really miss the old mining with the old chest system a lot. Even though I didn't really do it on my main profile, I just know it was better. So yeah. Thank you to everybody who's been warping me into the events so that I can like gemstone mine and mithril powder mine at the same time. But yeah, I know for the regular person that's not really an option. So they probably should change it. Maybe that's just a noob mining opinion. Maybe it's not a good take. But yeah. Also, the next series is probably going to be like Rift to Hyperion. And I'm hoping the Rift update doesn't come out before then so I can kind of like have a monopoly on Rift content. I don't really know. Anyway, back to mining to Hype. Minecraft, I actually prefer to mine in the precursor remnants because it makes me more money. Well, I'm gonna be real, it could make you more money, for sure. Like, there's a possibility I'm incorrect here, but I did do a 10-minute test. I'm so sorry. I did a 10-minute test, and it basically came out to being the fact that, like, it made, like, 19 mil per hour. I made, like, 1.9 mil, whereas I made, like, 21 mil from Sludge. And the thing is, like, obviously that is RNG based. I mean, if I got one more piece, then it probably would have been like similar or more money. So there's definitely a chance, but the fact that it's RNG based, I don't really love that much. You know, I just prefer doing sludge mining. It's more consistent, that kind of thing. So obviously there's a chance, and if it is like way better, please tell me in the comments because I will definitely switch it up. But for now, I prefer sludge mining, and also sludge mining does have a secret money making method that I will release in the full movie, but I got to keep it top secret right now because it is basically the only way I'm making any real money on top of the 30 million coins. Alright guys, so here we are. That is the episode 3. Now I know it's a bit shorter than normal, but the reason for that is realistically, I've been streaming this entire time, and mining is one of those things where you basically just do the same thing for 20, 30 hours on hold, just continuously. So I've done a lot of things. Like, I've made 300 million coins. It's just like, there's literally nothing to make a video on. So I've tried to do as much as I could here and help you guys out as much as possible. But yeah, once again, if you guys want to do /ahmodcraft and make a donation, or you can message me, invite me to your island, that kind of thing, I would really appreciate the help because I do need a lot of money for the video ideas I have coming up. So if you guys give money, you get to be in every single video that I make on the board behind me, which I think is pretty cool. And if you guys want to join the subathon, you don't have to donate or anything, just being there and chilling out and hanging out for the next like 40 hours of torture that I have to go through, then I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, without further ado, on the screen right now, on the right of your screen, left of your screen, and middle of your screen are some very long movies. You guys know how it works. There's some big long videos there. Go check them out. If you guys haven't seen the first episode, check that one out as well, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, bye. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 4th and final episode of Mining to Hyperion. Now, in today's episode, I'm going to be making a lot of progress in terms of pretty much doing a 10-day, finishing off my 15-day long stream. I'm going to be abusing some really overpowered mithril powder methods that allow you to get up to 3 million mithril powder per hour. I'm going to be going back to making 30 mil-ish per hour from sludge mining, and I'm going to be working on trying to unlock the nether to do some nether mining in terms of like quartz, mycelium, and red sand in preparation for the upcoming Crimson Isle update, because I have a good feeling that they are going to go up in price, the mycelium and red sand. So if the update comes out, that means I could make a ton of money. So I'm going to work on just unlocking the nether so that if the update does come out and it does make a lot of money, then I can, take advantage of that, because this is a mining to hype series. And if, a mining money making method explodes in value, then it's really just good content. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video and let's check out this really crazy mithril powder method that was shown to me by a Swavey video, but I'm sure previous people have discovered it before then. Alright, so basically how this works is you basically just shoot the ghast with your bow, and one person heals it and regenerates it and corrupts it using a corrupt totem. And if you guys don't know what this is, it's a powder ghast, and every time you hit it, as you can see on the side of my screen, I'm gaining about 100 to 200 mithril powder, so it's kind of insane. I mean, it's really good powder. Like, if you have max attack speed, it's 3 million per hour. Now, unfortunately, they have nerfed this method, and by nerfed it, I mean they just completely wiped it out of the game. It doesn't work anymore, but for the time that it did work, I was getting a ton, and I mean a ton of mithril powder. Unfortunately, there were a few griefers because people didn't really understand how it worked, and if you shot it with Terra Armor and a Terminator, you would kill it so quickly that it would just ruin the entire method. As you can see in chat, Blue Fraction Terror is bad. Terminator does work, but you probably shouldn't use it because it just, like, if you hit the ghast too many times and it dies, then you don't get the long, like, you get more mithril powder in like a short amount of time, but you don't get the longevity of it, which is really the problem because ghasts don't spawn that frequently, so you really want it to stay there for a while. Now, you also don't want to do what I'm doing and kind of AFK not looking at the ghasts, but yeah, I mean, I was like, look at that stream timer, it started at 10, it started at 100. I'd been streaming probably for like 8-9 days straight now, so I was kind of losing my mind, but yeah, this was really insane and kind of surprisingly like the most boring content of all time, but it did allow me to play like Clash Royale on my phone or whatever while I was doing it, so, you know, like most things in the game, it's pretty easy. Okay, so I had this short moment where I was trying out obsidian mining. I don't know why. I decided, look, I was losing my mind, chat. I'm gonna be so real. I was trying to do it with a mithril drill. It wasn't working, and I couldn't figure out why. Mostly because I had a major skill issue, so ignore this part. It wasn't my brightest moment, but yeah, it did not work out. Let's just say it definitely did not work out, especially because I couldn't even instant mine the obsidian, so why would I even do it? And I just went back to mining, like normal. Alright, so there were two things that I needed to do over the next 17 hours. One of them was to get Harder Mountain 7, and the other one was to get Combat 22. Now, Combat 22 took me like 5 to 6 hours of killing Glacites, because obviously Glacites were the only combat-related thing, and the commissions to get Harder Mountain 7 took me like 3 days. That was a really long amount of time, but yeah, after that, I'd finally unlocked the Nether, and, you know, I was kind of hyped to do the Glacite Walkers. Now, keep in mind, this was about day 15, or maybe day 14 or 15 of the subathon, so I was kind of like absolutely out of it. I made a decent bit of money. At this point in time, I had about 600 million coins worth of net worth because the Glacite Walkers made money. I made a decent bit of money from mining for 15 hours in mithril areas, and I'd also been like powder grinding. I'm at nearly like 5 million powder at this point, so yeah, I had a decent bit of net worth and about 600 million coins, really not that bad. Now, keeping in mind the 600 mil, all I would have to do is probably have done about another 10 hours of sludge grinding, which would have been half the time it took me to get Harder Mountain 7 and Glacite Walker kills, but I wanted to do this for the content, and unfortunately I didn't realize that, like, I don't know, I just kind of had it unlocked for the idea that if the update came out, but then, guess what? They decided to not release the Crimson Isle changes, which meant that the 20 hours of grinding that I did was completely worthless, and the reason for that is, well, the update is going to come out eventually, but by that time, I'm already gonna, you know, I'm already gonna be prepared. Like, I'm already gonna have the Hyperion, so, you know, I can't really afford to wait another week, so I decided to sell a bunch of stuff and pretty much just go back to sludge grinding. I know, it's boring, going back to sludge grinding, kind of disappointing, and really, I know I told a lot of people, hey, this is not just going to be sludge grinding to Hyperion, but unfortunately, it just kind of ended up being that, and the reason for that is, with mining, everything's really expensive. I mean, if I wanted a 655, full Divan Armor, and a Scather Pet, that setup would alone be the same cost of a clean Hyperion. So, unfortunately, that's just the way it was. I mean, making 30+ million coins per hour from sludge grinding was certainly not too bad. As you can see here, I also couldn't buy more glossy armor because, you know, we haven't had a coal in like 15 million years, but yeah. So I was kind of disappointed that I was going to end up just sludge grinding. It was going to be another like 10-ish hours, so yeah. I decided, let me just, you know, get to the mines and just get some work done. There's been a lot of downtime over the last 15-ish days. It's been good. Thank you to Crown, thank you to everybody. I can't thank everyone individually because I can't really remember, but It's been a fun 15 days, that's for sure. Very long, very fun. Hopefully I can get back to uploading videos now, you know. So yeah, let's just watch the timer count down. 20 seconds, chat. Quite the thing to see. Blood is running from the donations. That's not true. You can't even trade me here. 3, 2, 1. And GG, guys. I'll see you next time. Okay, so that was the end of my subathon, which had taken up the last 15 days of my life, and I mean, it was a long grind, but hey, at least it put me very close to the end, and now all I have to do is do another 10 hours or so of sludge grinding, which I know, boring, but let me explain how it works, and maybe you guys will be a little bit more interested. Okay, so first of all, the first thing that we have to do is we basically just have our setup. Now, the one thing I want to do before we get into it is, you know, we have a decent bit of sludge here, just an example, like little quantity. I want to sell this glossy mineral helmet because I'm scared that Cole is going to be elected soon. And when he does, I think that they're going to go down to around about 90 million coins per. And the only reason I say that is because that's how much it was originally. And it's been about 5 weeks since we've had a Cole mayor. So that's like an outrageously long amount of time. So yeah, let me put that up for about 140 million coins. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to show you guys pretty much how I do it. So first of all, we put our tribal sphere up for what lowest bin is, but how do we get these, and how do I decide how many I'm going to sell, and how do I kind of figure it out? Because realistically, right, I am a YouTube rank, and as a YouTube rank, you know, if I put something on the auction house, there's a higher likelihood that somebody who is subscribed to me is going to buy it, meaning that, you know, I could just sell like an infinite amount of tribal spears and make a ton of profit. But to make it fair and not make it, you know, YouTube rank to Hyperion, I basically went on the Sky Koffel website, which is a website for checking out auction house stats, and I realized that the amount of tribal spears that sold per hour was around about 15 on average per hour over the last like 7 days. So I decided that I was going to limit myself to only be able to sell 15 tribal spears per hour. Now, on top of that, there were more things I could buy, but the tribal spears were doing very well at about, I'd say an average of 5,000 coins per sludge. There was also jungle pickaxes, apologies. There was also jungle pickaxes that you could buy, which would give you around about 3,000 coins per, which is obviously not bad, but it's not as good as 5,000. Still better than the bazaar, so I would basically sell 15 tribal spears per hour. And then on top of that, I would just turn the rest into jungle pickaxes or just sell the rest as sludge, depending on how many slots I had in my auction house, because, you know, that's how it is. So basically, I would go here, find the Adoa after like doing a ton of sludge grinding, and then I would walk through, just find the Adoa location. Pretty simple, you know how it is. The mod I'm using is Luna Client, but the mod that shows the waypoints, I'm not really sure what it is. I think it's not enough updates, NEU. So yeah, but that's just a guess. So yeah, as you can see here, by the way, 7.5 million powder in terms of gemstone is not too bad. My mole level could be leveled up a bit more. I did a little bit more grinding into like fortune so that I get more drops from the ores, which is helping out a decent bit. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but I have 1.5 million items in my stash right now, and the reason is because a lot of that's like coal and diamonds and all that kind of thing. So yeah, increasing the fortune was giving me decent profit, and I already had a really large amount of mining spread, so that didn't make that big of a difference. So yeah, anyway, we come through here, we buy the travel spears, we grab some jungle hearts off the auction house, really like 0 coins each, buy a bunch of jungle spears, and then we just place them on the auction. And yeah, I mean, I just did this for like the next 10 hours. I had about 3 days, and I did it for about 4 hours, and then 2 hours. I mean, to be fair, it was like I had Stockholm syndrome. Like, after playing Skyblock for basically 10 hours a day for about 15 days straight, I got to a point where, like, I just couldn't do anything but grind Skyblock because, like, I was so determined to finish the series. So I'd put a cheeky, like, 4 hours in. I know that's not the most time anybody's ever put into Skyblock, but it was still a pretty significant amount of time for me. So yeah, starting at about 600 mil, when I, finished the subathon, I put in around about like 4, hours a day, getting myself a 300 million coins. And yeah, along the time, I did lend out like 150 mil. I bought a giant sword for my friend, because I was, he just wanted one, and then he gave it back. So that's why, if you check my auction history, I just randomly have a giant sword in this profile. But yeah, I mean, it's an anticlimactic ending, to be honest. Like, I really hoped that I could add more content to this, but mining is just a very expensive skill that makes a lot of money, and if you put, the amount of time I put into it, I will do a playtime check in a bit, but if you put the amount of time that I put into the series, then it's just kind of an inevitability. So yeah, I mean, that's about it. I probably sold a couple 100 jungle spears. I did sell a lot of sludge. It's just normal sludge because I was getting overwhelmed by the amount I had, because my jungle spears, 1 hour 5 of them will sell, 1 hour 20 will sell, kind of like that. So sometimes my auction house would be full, especially since when I was selling like my sorrow armor and my like glossy mineral, it limited me to like 10 auction slots per hour. So yeah. Alright, just interrupting that really boring gap session to be like, okay, so I said the guy who lowballed my mineral helmet could be in the video if he bought it, because I was kind of in a rush. Like, I am going to be busy over the weekend, so I really have like 10 hours to get this video finished. So yeah, he bought it for 120 mil. It's 10 mil more than I bought it for, so it's not that bad of a price. But yeah, now I can finally afford to finish making my Hyperion. And yeah, I mean, it's been definitely not as big of a project as the Iron Man to Hyperion was, but this is still like a big deal for me. I mean, every time I get a Hyperion, it's a pretty big deal, and it's becoming less significant now that I'm on my like 4th Hyperion, I think. But it's still a good amount of fun. It feels like a big completion. It's really good to put the full video and make the movie and put it all together. So yeah. I'm done. Remember, you guys can give it away, and let's go back to my yap session, because I realized that like I was talking about the hype, but I never included the video of me crafting it because that was just like such an insignificant part. I couldn't do a lot of these stuff. Like, I would have probably made more money if I was selling it as jungle pickaxes as well, but you're limited by the auction space. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, I just have I probably have a bunch of sludge in my like stash as well. It's just all over the place. I was really overwhelmed, but yeah, I mean, that's it. That's pretty much what I did. I just mined sludge, sold it as jungle pickaxes, sold it as a travel spear. I made sure to basically make it fair enough that you guys could do it as well, and yeah, now I have a Hyperion. So once again, if you guys want the Hyperion, then comment down below. Every comment is 1 entry. If you subscribe, then I would really appreciate it. That would be very, very nice. I mean, I put a lot of effort into these videos, so subscribing really helps me out. And on the screen, on your left, is a video, on your right, and in the middle, they're all a bunch of movies very similar to this. One's Iron Man, one's combat, one's flipping. So whichever one you prefer, it's like a choose your own adventure. Click on that, check it out while you're farming or fishing or whatever you're doing right now, and I'll see you guys next time. Or maybe mining, who knows. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys hanging out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.